What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to this Foregoing. Today we're going to talk about the Beast EX Iori, man. This guy is absolutely bonkers, and I do think that they gave him the justice that he deserved. And funny thing, my friends, just yesterday, they actually buffed up Iori even more beyond what he already was, which is actually pretty cool, especially for this review. And what they did for this character is, originally, his second skill would apply a burn dot to everybody on the screen, and his first skill would apply darkness, but only to the attack target. Well, now, whenever you hit the darkness, it applies to everyone on the screen. And guys, it is OP as hell. As I will show you guys, it's going to remind you of someone we just recently got from the Soul Calibur collab who was free. Hint, hint, hint. But wow, Iori is a monstrous character, guys. This guy is ridiculous because he has an insane leadership for all the EX fighters. One of three that has this increased EX fighter attack by 50%, critical damage by 35%. The other being Taki and Athena, right? Taki will never come back in the game, more than likely. And Athena will come back, we just don't know when. So this leadership is going to be very sought after, just for that reason, not only just being a beast. He's also a red attack, and I gotta say, guys, for a red attack character, his survivability is damn good, and he's actually quite insane in PvP as well, but he has the 30% PG rate, which is wonderful. This gives you a little bit more versatility with card sets, depending on how you're using him in Guild Raid, right? Now, if you're using him in Guild Raid, more than likely you're gonna build him for DPS. You're not gonna really build him to build up PG every single time, and plus our DPS sets do have that 30% chance to build up 5 bars of PG, but the increased damage by 30% of critical hit is pretty nice, right? The decreased finishes skill cooldown by 2 seconds whenever you do an active skill is OP as hell. This is going to allow him to do his default over and over and over, and he has a long default, and he actually has a 90% chance to reset his skills on the default, which is amazing. It's pretty much a 100% chance, guys. Once you do your default, afterwards all of your skills are going to be available, and the way his skills work, you actually can reset his first skill a couple different times, which actually, and it's actually very frequent. And then he deals the physical damage equals 600% of attack to all enemies, to every attack landed on the enemies affected by darkness. This is another reason why, because that darkness is affecting everybody on the screen now after that buff, it just eats away, guys. It just eats away at the opponents. It's like in PvP, guys, second skill or first skill, he's going to just eat away at them with his dots, just nuts. He doesn't even have to hit them. Increase critical damage by 30% for 10 seconds, and this stacks up to 90% critical damage, which is nuts. Immune to burn, darkness, and fear. And plus, here's why his survivability is actually really good. Now, I did say that originally when I first looked at Shanae and Iori's kit, I was a little disappointed that he doesn't have a heal, but in all honesty, guys, he is a tank character. It'd be nice to have the heal, but you'll find that he can easily solo guild raids without even needing a heal at all. He gains damage immune for 5 seconds when HP is 30% or below, right, on a 9-second cooldown. But he also casts critical shield that absorbs damage for 7 seconds when HP is 80% or below. Now, this is on a 15-second cooldown, guys, but he's got to get hit, right? He's got to get hit in order for this to pop up. And that shield just saves your butt over and over and over in Guild Raid, especially when the darkness is on the ground. But he's immune to darkness, right? He just can get hit, so he don't even have to worry about the darkness being on the ground. This is another reason why he's actually really good against, Geese, and he's going to be good against Rugal too, by the way. But, I mean, the apply fear to all enemies is just OP for PvP. That's just crazy, guys. The increased target damage C, the increased attack, right? Fully charged, increased attack by 80% versus 65%, increased damage by 27% versus 18%, right? The second skill deals the ridiculous burn that applies to everybody on the damn screen. You have a 90% chance to reset the first skill, right? And then the third skill has a 90% chance to reset the first skill again. You got the critical rate buff. He's got the critical damage buff from his core. I mean, the guy is built like a freaking tank. Plus, he's got the PvP exclusive, 70% chance to remove the target's hyper armor or critical shield upon landing an attack. And because he can reset his first skill from his second and third, what you really want to try to do when you're playing with the character is you want to go 1, then the 3 for the hyper armor, then the 3 is going to reset the 1, then the 2, you're going to apply the burn, and then the 1. So it's 1, 3, 1, 2, 1. right? That's how you want to be doing the rotation if you can, right? Sometimes you might have to hit that 3 immediately, but if you do hit the 3 immediately, just hit the 1, then hit the 2, hopefully get the reset on the 1, and hit the 1 again. It's going to help you build up your PG, go in your defaults. Remember, when you're doing your default or your 3 PG, you're in an iframe, you're not going to be taking any damage at all, which is going to help his survivability even more. And then obviously, guys, you know, he does have the interrupt skill. Now, whenever you see this airborne, it's actually really nice, especially on a hyper armor skill or super armor skill, because whenever you're getting dropped down, it doesn't mean you need a super armor card on the character. You can actually go into your skills. You don't have to worry about getting interrupted by Geese or Guildraid Rugal whenever Rugal throws a Genocide Cutter, or Geese does his Raging Storm, or does his Repukin, as you're falling down. If you don't have super armor or hyper armor, you can get interrupted and take a lot of damage. But with a character like Iori, you can just hit the 3rd skill while you're airborne. You don't even have to worry about it all. The hyper armor will enact, and you're not going to take any damage whatsoever. It's actually quite OP. And then the 90% chance for reset active skills whenever you're doing default is crazy. Now, I got some bad news for you players out there, but I also have some good news for your players out there regarding Iori. I can't say this about Shanae just yet, but regarding Iori, I can. I've tested this quite a bit. When it comes to his card set, guys, the Athena set and the Rugal set are the best for this character if he's below A5. If he's A4, A3, A2, A1, the Athena set or the Rugal set is better. In fact, the Rugal set is better than the Banner set by about 30%. It does about 30% more damage. Now, granted, the set that you're looking at right here is transcended, and all the transcended stats are for an attack type fighter, right? They are for an attack type fighter. We are getting these extra buffs. You're getting the extra critical rate for attack type fighter, right? We're getting the critical damage by 10.6% here, right? All these transcendent cards add buffs to an attack type fighter, so we're getting that. So the Athena set, for me on this account, is going to be doing more damage than any other set. But I did test the Rugal set versus the new Banner set, and that Rugal set does about 30% more damage, non-transcended. It is better for him, right? And this is at A2. So I can pretty much assume, or we can pretty much assume, that A4 and below, the Rugal set, the Athena set, are just going to be better on him as far as doing damage. If you guys want to see that, I'll show you that comparison in a future video. But the Banner set, I think, is really going to shine more on Iori and maybe even Shanae whenever they're at A5. So if you are pulling for that set, you might want to reconsider, although it might be really good for other characters, and I'm going to be testing it on other characters that are already available in the game. But I wanted to give you guys that tidbit of information while I was talking about Iori. Now, when it comes to his imprint stones, guys, because he's only at A2, we just had the first stone with the decreased defenses for about 50%. And then the second stone increases active skill damage, right? And you can see his CP is sitting at 129,851 max capsules, okay? The infinities all the way at level 10. So let's jump into, well, but actually before we jump into guild raid, let's do something else. Let me show you guys something really ridiculous. So whenever they buffed up Iori's first skill, right, with the darkness applying everybody on the screen, this crap is so stupid, right? This is tier 70. This is tier 70, guys. I want you to look at how much damage he does now, right? It's going to remind you of a little someone, right? It's going to remind you of a little someone, right? And the thing is, when you double up on the dot with the burn and the darkness, it is just monstrous in this game mode, right? Watch this. This is crazy, okay? Look at this. Look at that. Bye. See you later. You're dead. See you later. See you later. Bye-bye. There we go. You always want to get that darkness applied. And dead, right? Right, and we can go further and further and further, guys, but seriously, Iori just melts. He just absolutely destroys this crap, especially when you apply the burn and the first skill. You do need to be careful with this first skill, guys. If you fully charge it, it will go right towards the opponent, and if he hits him, he will get reflected. But if you just, tap the first skill and hold your guard, as you're doing it, you'll be fine. And he just murders this thing on my free-to-play account, guys, with my A1 Iori. a level 90 Shanae, and an A5 Ivy, I was able to do tier 70 RHD, no problem. No problem, guys. Yeah, monstrous. Okay, so let's jump into Guild Raid, and we're just going to do a solo. Now, I'm going to do team runs with Iori later on to show you guys how much damage he can actually do, but I wanted to do a solo because a lot of you guys really prefer just to see the solos. Now, I'm using Shanae as a striker. Shanae's striker ability is godly, guys. Okay, for Iori, you know, the increased attack by 15% and attack speed by 5% is monstrous, especially if he was at A5, if he was hitting that concentrate and holding that first skill is just going to be like, it's just going to be mowing the opponents down, right? The decreased skill cooldown is also really good, but Shanae is the first of its kind, guys, to offer chill damage, deals burn and chill, but that chill damage is very important against Geese to break the meter, you know, for 12 seconds. He is the first character to do this, right? So, you know, all those chill strikers we have in the game have, you know, the maximum, I think, is 7 seconds chill. So having an 11-second chill, I'm sorry, a 12-second chill is massive for this game mode right here to break the meter. It's just nutty. And then on top of Iori's dot, and any of you that's played with Ivy know how powerful even the darkness dot was on her in this game mode. It is monstrous, guys. All right, we're going to do that again because we had some technical difficulties. But again, guys, whenever you're playing with Iori, you just want to go 1, 3, 1, 2, 1. I think. Here we go. So it's 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, default, right? And we're going to hit that awakened skill. There we go. And start murdering. And as you guys can see, I'm going to go ahead and hit the 3PG because Geese will like stun you. So if we go in that 3PG immediately, we're going to prevent that from happening. You got to love this super, guys. Is that default? Oh, yeah. It's nice that you don't have to worry about the darkness. That's actually really nice, man. Pretty awesome, right? Now, Iori can die in this, guys, but, I mean, it's pretty unlikely. If Geese does his little stun explosion on you, that's when he can get you. Here we go. Nice, nice. Murder, 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 my friends. Oh, my God. I wish to God I had this guy at A5. Right? I'm going to go ahead and hit the 3PG because sometimes Geese will do that. He'll do the Raging Storm. He'll stun everybody. Not really Raging Storm, but he'll stun you. And he can do a lot of damage to you whenever he does that. Bring in Shanae. Get that default. And it's nice having that default, man. Being able to use that thing over and over and over is sweet. Do our 3PG. And guys, I'm telling you, after the buff to his first skill, he is stronger than what he originally was, which is actually pretty damn awesome that Netmarble done that. I thought that was pretty cool. There we go. Apply that chill. There we go. Oh, man, just murdering this guy. Hit that 3PG. The most important thing is just try to avoid, you know, Geese stunning you guys. That's the most important thing. But, I mean, Iori's survivability is actually really, really good. Bring in Shanae. Okay. Oh, I should have hit that first skill. That's all right. Let's go, let's go. And you know, the first time I saw this super, you know, from the trailer, I was a little disappointed, but I gotta say, guys, you really just start falling in love with it whenever you play with this character, right? It's pretty freaking awesome, I gotta say. And see, that's kind of the attack you want to avoid right there. Unfortunately, he got me there, little pecker. But I mean, he's getting it done, guys. He's getting it done. He's getting it done pretty big. I mean, we'll probably hit 20 billion doing a solo, which is pretty awesome. Let's go, let's go. And see, that shield saved us again, man, which is nice. Let's go, let's go. Freaking fun as hell, man. Super awesome. I mean, pretty much about 20 billion, guys. Probably could have got 20 billion if I played a little bit better, but still, pretty awesome. That is a pretty insane run. And for new players, guys, even getting this guy at level 90, right? You're not even needing his 3PG. And speaking of his 3PG, he can use the old 3PGs, which is phenomenal. So if you have the SS 3PG for Iori, that's a very long 3PG. You can use that instead of this 3PG. It's just this 3PG gives you that critical damage, man. That really helps your damage. And then to see him just smash their face in the ground is pretty damn cool. It really is. But I'm loving Iori, guys. I really feel like Netmarble did this character justice finally. He feels insane. And like I said in the last video, you know, a buddy of mine that has a fame system of level 13 was able to score 252 billion at A5 with Iori doing a solo in Guild Raid, which is just, that is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I don't even know what adjectives to use at this point anymore, guys. Ridiculous, badonkers, I have no idea. Just over the top, insanity, and look at this beast. Look at this beast. Holy crap, it's so awesome to see a fan favorite be so strong and just so well-rounded for whether it's PvP, whether it's going to be for PvE, for a brand new player. He's just awesome all around, guys. So guys, let me know what you think about EX Iori, and I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GT+7 time. The link is in the description below, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See everybody. Take care.